NEC Section 400.8 provides definitions and requirements related to electrical installations. Let's examine the definition of a wall. The NEC defines a wall as the vertical building structure that separates rooms or spaces within or surrounding a building, including supporting elements such as columns and pilasters. Now consider the requirements for floor outlets. Floor outlets must be located in the floor at least 12 inches, that is 305 mm, away from an edge or wall, unless the wiring terminates in a feeding space accessible for servicing. Based on the definition of a wall in NEC 400.8, a pocket sliding glass door is not considered a wall. Therefore, the requirement for a floor outlet to be located at least 12 inches away from a wall does not apply in this case. In situations where there is conflicting information regarding electrical installations, consulting the relevant sections of the NEC is crucial. In the case of floor outlets near pocket sliding glass doors, the code clarifies the placement requirements. It is important to understand that the NEC defines a wall as a vertical building structure that separates rooms or spaces. Since a pocket sliding glass door does not typically function as a permanent, fixed barrier in the same way a traditional wall does, it is not considered a wall for the purposes of floor outlet placement. The NEC mandates that floor outlets must be installed at least 12 inches away from an edge or wall. This requirement is intended to prevent damage to the outlet and ensure safe access for servicing. However, this 12-inch rule is not applicable to areas where a pocket sliding glass door is present, as these doors do not meet the definition of a wall. It is important to note that the specific design and installation of the pocket sliding glass door may influence the final placement of the floor outlet. If the door, when fully closed, effectively creates a solid barrier that functions similarly to a wall, the electrical inspector may require the outlet to be positioned at least 12 inches away. This would likely be due to concerns about potential damage to the outlet or obstruction of the door's operation. To ensure code compliance and prevent misunderstandings, it is recommended to consult with a qualified electrical inspector or engineer before installing floor outlets near pocket sliding glass doors. These professionals can assess the specific conditions of the installation and provide guidance in the proper placement of the outlets to meet the requirements of the NEC and any local amendments. Additionally, it is always advisable to review the latest edition of the NEC to stay up to date on the most current regulations and interpretations. Changes and revisions to the code are made periodically to address new technologies, safety concerns, and evolving industry practices. By staying informed about the latest code requirements, electricians, contractors, and homeowners can ensure that electrical installations are safe, compliant, and meet the needs of the building and its occupants. When installing floor outlets, consider their intended use. If the outlet is meant to power lamps or other appliances that will be placed near the sliding glass door, positioning the outlet closer to the door may be more convenient. However, the outlet should never obstruct the operation of the door or pose a safety hazard. If the outlet is intended for general use, locating it away from the door, possibly closer to other walls in the room, might be a better option. Before beginning any electrical work, always turn off the power to the circuit at the breaker panel. This will help to prevent electrical shock. Use appropriate safety gear, such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. Ensure that all wiring connections are properly made and that the outlet is securely mounted in the floor. If you are not comfortable performing electrical work, hire a qualified electrician. Always follow the manufacturer's instructions when installing electrical components. The NEC provides minimum standards for electrical installations, but manufacturers may have additional requirements or recommendations. Consult the local building department to determine if any permits or inspections are required for the electrical work. Adhering to the NEC helps ensure the safety of people and property. Electrical installations that do not meet code requirements can pose a fire hazard or shock hazard. In summary, when placing floor outlets near pocket sliding glass doors, remember that these doors are not typically considered walls under the NEC. However, the specific installation and intended use of the outlet should be considered to ensure code compliance and safety. Always consult with qualified professionals and refer to the latest edition of the NEC to ensure that all electrical work is performed correctly. Floor outlets are typically installed in residential and commercial buildings to provide power to lamps, appliances, and other electrical devices. They are commonly used in living rooms, bedrooms, and offices where wall outlets may be inconvenient or insufficient. When installing floor outlets, it is important to consider the following factors. Firstly, location. Choose a location that is convenient for the intended use of the outlet but does not obstruct walkways or furniture placement. Secondly, safety. Ensure that the outlet is installed in a location where it will not be damaged by foot traffic or other objects. Thirdly, code compliance. Follow all applicable requirements of the NEC and local building codes. Fourthly, accessibility. The outlet should be easily accessible for plugging in and unplugging devices. Fifthly, aesthetics. Choose an outlet cover that complements the decor of the room. There are various types of floor outlets available, including recessed outlets, pop-up outlets, and standard outlets with covers. Recessed outlets are installed flush with the floor and are typically used in areas where aesthetics are important. Pop-up outlets are concealed beneath the floor and can be raised when needed. Standard outlets with covers are the most common type of floor outlet and are available in a variety of styles and colors. The installation of floor outlets typically involves cutting a hole in the floor, running electrical wiring to the outlet location, and securing the outlet to the floor. It is important to follow all safety precautions when performing electrical work and to consult with a qualified electrician if you are not comfortable with the installation process. Floor outlets can be a convenient and practical addition to any building, providing power where it is needed without the clutter of extension cords. By following the guidelines outlined above, you can ensure that your floor outlets are installed safely and in compliance with all applicable codes. When planning the placement of electrical outlets, it is important to consider the layout of the room and the intended use of the space. Think about where furniture will be placed, where lamps and other appliances will be located, and how people will move through the room. This will help you determine the optimal locations for outlets to provide convenient and safe access to power. In addition to floor outlets, consider the placement of wall outlets. Wall outlets should be spaced evenly around the room and located near doorways, windows, and other architectural features. The NEC requires that wall outlets be installed so that no point along the wall line is more than 6 feet from an outlet. This ensures that occupants have easy access to power without having to rely on extension cords. When choosing electrical outlets, select models that are appropriate for the intended use. For example, use tamper-resistant outlets in areas where children are present. Install ground fault circuit interrupter, that is GFCIs, outlets in bathrooms, kitchens, and other wet locations to protect against electrical shock. Use arc fault circuit interrupter, that is of size breakers to protect against fires caused by arc faults. Ensure that all electrical wiring and components are properly grounded. Grounding provides a path for electrical current to flow back to the source in the event of a fault, reducing the risk of electrical shock. Regularly inspect electrical outlets and wiring for damage or wear. Replace any damaged or worn outlets or wiring immediately. If you notice any signs of electrical problems, such as flickering lights, sparking outlets, or burning smells, contact a qualified electrician to investigate and repair the issue. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your electrical system is safe, reliable, and meets the needs of your building and its occupants. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity and consult with qualified professionals when needed. Electrical codes and standards are constantly evolving to address new technologies and safety concerns. Stay informed about the latest code requirements and best practices to ensure that your electrical installations are up to date and compliant. In conclusion, understanding the NEC and its definitions is essential for ensuring safe and compliant electrical installations. When faced with conflicting interpretations, consulting the code directly and seeking expert advice can help resolve disputes and ensure that electrical work is performed correctly. Remember that safety is paramount when working with electricity, and it is always best to err on the side of caution and consult with qualified professionals when needed.